Normally, I give you a review of one car. This time, it's 15, sort of. I'm Tom Voelk in Ridgefield, Washington at the ALNA Casino and Resort for Drive Revolution, which is put on by the Northwest Automotive Press Association. This is not a manufacturer's event. This is sponsored by journalists. There are 15 writers, and we're driving 15 cars. Everybody drives every vehicle, and then we score at the end to let you know what's good. Drive Revolution is a competition, and NWAPA journalists will be giving out 5 trophies: Best ICE Vehicle, Best Hybrid, Best Electric Vehicle, Best Value, and Best Overall. Drive Revolution is kind of automotive speed dating. Since we only get about a half an hour in each vehicle, this will not be my best photography piece. Check out my car reviews for that. But I will be able to give you a lot of good information so you know what you might want to test drive. Let's start with the internal combustion engine segment. In most of the world, this car is the MX-5. In America, we refuse to call it anything but the Miata. And if you think about it, that's an acronym. Miata is always the answer. And it is. Full disclosure, I own a first generation, and it's always a joy. Like all Miatas, the 4th generation is like a jetpack. It's a car that you wear. Handling is direct and sporty without dislodging loose fillings. And the 6-speed manual transmission remains the best you can buy, regardless of price. There's a retractable hardtop version, but for the full open roadster experience, the soft top is best. Trust me, I know this. It's not overly powerful, but it's quick enough. And sorry, big and tall people, this isn't for you. Some of the ergonomics are a little wonky, and owners need to pack lightly. One of the older platforms at Drive Revolution, it's aged like a fine wine. My vote for most improved would be the 2026 Volkswagen Tiguan. This is a very nice vehicle. It's the only ICE SUV in the competition. It has great exterior design that looks more expensive than its price tag. Same with the interior, this being the top trim. It has a Volvo vibe about it. This is real wood veneer. Tiguan is roomy. A family of 4 will find it comfortable and spacious, and the driving dynamics are top-notch in class. Until the more powerful engine shows up, enthusiasts will find it light on power, and there is no option for a hybrid powertrain, at least in the US. But as I said in my full review, Fahrvergnügen is back. Toyota's Corolla is known for miles per gallon. This one, smiles per gallon. It's the GR Corolla, and it's a hoot to drive. It's hardly your Aunt Edna's Toyota. All-wheel drive with adjustable power bias front to rear? Check. Turbocharged 3-cylinder engine pumping out 300 horsepower. You got it, Toyota. A carbon fiber roof lowers the center of gravity, and man, this thing can carve up the twisties. Steering is as direct as a New Yorker in a hurry. Want a manual 6-speed gearbox? It's a thing and saves $2,000 over this crisp 8-speed automatic. Also, there are 4 doors and a usable back seat. Chassis enhancements mean the cargo hold loses some functionality. The cabin is a bit basic and dark, and the ride quality is stiff, the least comfortable in the Drive Revolution competition, but this would be a blast on the track. Moving to battery electrics. If there was a trophy for the electric vehicle least like an electric vehicle, it would certainly go to the Dodge Charger Daytona because, it's a Dodge. Have you heard about the Fratsonic performance sounds? They can be turned off, but where's the fun in that? This is the frat boy at Drive Revolution. It's an automotive party. It looks like a muscle car, launches like a muscle car, but handles better because of the heavy battery in the floor. Too many reviews focus on the fake engine note, not enough on how engaging this is to drive. It has excellent steering, And as equipped, there's Brembo brakes, and all the driving parameters are adjustable. Plus, the cabin is a fun place to work from. Solid materials and dramatic ambient lighting. While the back seat is roomy, folks in the family way will want to get the four-door. This looks like a coupe, but Charger is a usable hatchback. Trips to Lowe's will be a cinch. Optimized for power, the 241-mile range is on the low side. Like many modern vehicles, there aren't many hard controls, and this is a big boy. Personally, I'd prefer this in 9/10 scale. But hey, Dodge doesn't do modest. If the Charger is a little too boy racer for you, this might be the answer. The Lucid Air, recently updated. This has been a Drive Revolution winner in the past. For good reason. The sheet metal is fresh, clean, and timeless. I suspect it'll still draw eyeballs 20 years from now. The cabin is soothing and, no pun intended, airy, light on plasticky stuff, heavy on the natural. Lucid keeps updating the Air, the software is improved, and Dream Drive semi-autonomous tech is now hands-free like Blue Cruise and Super Cruise. Air charges extremely fast and has the excellent efficiency that Lucid is known for. The back seat is the automotive equivalent of a California King. There's loads of cargo room too. The only reason you'd need the Gravity SUV would be a higher seating position and 3 rows of seats. My biggest gripe is adjusting the mirrors and steering wheel through the touchscreen. Call me old-fashioned. Too many EV shoppers overlook this sedan. This is the 2025 Ford Mustang Mach-E GT, all-wheel drive. There are some changes. That's something that Ford doesn't get credit for in this vehicle. For example, the shifter has moved from down here up to here, saves space on the console. And Blue Cruise 1.5, which is true hands-free driving, now does automatic lane changes. The GT's 0 to 60 time of 3.3 seconds will engage the driver, but won't enrage neighbors since it's swift but silent. That stealth factor is underappreciated with EVs. This is one of the few electrics that has both loads of room in the front seat and storage in the nose. More powerful than standard Mach-E's, the dual-motor GT still manages a solid 280 miles of rated range. Pretty good. And it's happy to haul the family and do the chores when not ripping through curvy pavement. Mach-E's charge speed at 150 kilowatts is average, so are cabin materials considering the price. Traditionalists are still hung up on the Mustang name, but times change, and the Mach-E outsells the ICE Mustang. Just saying. Next up, the 2026 Genesis GV60, newly refreshed, my nominee for most dramatic shift lever. Okay, it's not really a lever, it's kind of a crystal ball. Also, most stylish key. Speaking of style, the 60 has its own unique look, a little bulbous and this quirky line. A reminder that the stylish electrified GV70 has been 86'd. Once inside the Genesis, it wows with impressive materials and accents. It wins the trophy for blue interiors, hands down. If we gave one, it really pops. Most automakers would call it a day inside the cabin. Genesis commits to the hue all the way to the cargo hold, which has a lot of space. This is the performance all-wheel drive trim and built on the eGMP architecture, which means it DC fast charges quickly and is rated to travel 252 miles. That's a smidge low. Genesis GV60 is quick, nimble, and sporty in a luxurious way. The Volkswagen ID.Buzz. Everybody loves the look of the Volkswagen ID.Buzz. This machine makes anyone within 200 feet smile. Could be the nostalgia, might be the minimalist styling. There's seating for up to 7. Headroom is epic in case you're transporting NBA players. And anyone, tall or small, will appreciate the electrochromic dimming roof. Much of the Buzz will keep owners in their happy place, and not everything. Range on this single motor first edition
is modest at 234 miles. Physical controls are at a premium. Getting into this is a step up, and the seats don't fold into the floor, though they are removable. You could haul a fridge in here doing that. The ID.Buzz has personality. It's a van that people will want to be seen in.
Maybe you need 3 rows, but don't want a van, which seems to be a pretty common take these days. In that case, the all-electric Hyundai IONIQ 9 might fit the bill. Its sister, the Kia EV9, looks completely different. Hyundai takes a more formal luxury path with the IONIQ 9. Interesting touches are these flourishes, and check out the inlaid badge treatment. It's very upscale. There's the usual pixel treatment found on all IONIQs, even subtle squares within the front fascia. This top calligraphy trim is not inexpensive, at nearly $80,000 as tested. And nitpicking, this panel looks like a Monet painting of crumpled tinfoil. The 9 is a very deep car that will require a long review to truly explain, but it's roomy and flexible, charges fast with a native NACS port, and even with dual motor all-wheel drive, has an impressive 311 miles of range. I think folks don't realize that Jeep has a fully electric vehicle. This is off people's radar screen.
Wagoneer S, not the Swagoneer, has a Grand Cherokee from the future vibe. The grille is unlike any 7-slot design Jeep has executed before. This moves with a dual-motor 4xe setup, but is not trail-rated, so stay away from the Rubicon Trail with this EV, though range wouldn't be an issue. It's rated at 294 miles. Jeep has brought the limited trim. It looks good in here with subtle ambient lighting strips and supportive seats. The back seat is accommodating. The trunk is big, especially if you count the space under the floor. Some people don't like shiny black panels in their vehicles, and I long for the days when hard buttons were plentiful. Quiet, comfortable, and powerful, Wagoneer S feels less like a Jeep, more like a Chrysler. And shouldn't it be called Wagoneer E?
Kia EV6 has always been one of the better mainstream electric vehicle choices. It's actually been around for a while and has gotten its mid-cycle refresh. The changes in back are subtle. It's more noticeable up front, especially the Kia star map lighting elements found on the rest of its lineup. The battery is slightly larger. This dual-motor GT-Line trim is rated to go 270 miles on a juicing, and it's entertaining on the road with excellent handling and brisk acceleration, 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds easy. Like IONIQ 5, it uses the eGMP platform known for its rapid DC fast charging ability. There's a NACS port now. The driving position is raised up a bit. The sleek exterior design masks its height. EV6 is roomy and the space is used efficiently, though I find the cabin a bit dark with average visibility, especially out the back. I did a full review of the Polestar 3 a while back. Since then, a lot has changed. It is now made in the United States, and the software is so much better.
The 3 is assembled in South Carolina thanks to its ties to Volvo. That's evident in the design DNA. This is a looker. The build quality is noticeably improved over the Chinese-built 3 I first profiled. A Polestar rep on hand demoed the improvements made to the software, and sure enough, things are better. Great graphics remain. I still feel some functions are too deep in the menu, but it can be customized, and I didn't have the time to futz with it. Materials have a techie look. Love the visual pop of these, and the seats get my vote for best at Drive Revolution. Style and performance don't come cheap, though. The sticker on this is nearly $92,000, the highest at the competition. Haggle hard.
All of the hybrids, HEVs at Drive Revolution, are family-oriented. This is the Toyota Grand Highlander Nightshade Edition. It's got 3 rows. For efficiently moving a large clan, Grand Highlander gets the job done. There's definitely more usable passenger and cargo space compared to the standard Highlander. Available with an ICE powertrain I feel the all-wheel drive hybrid is worth the upgrade, if only for the extra refinement. Nightshade's black accents are distinctive, and while the cabin is spacious, the atmosphere is dark and the materials are monotone. Check out a lighter colorway if that bothers you. The price is getting up there at nearly 57 grand as tested. On average, every gallon of gas will get you 34 miles down the road. Plus, Toyota is known for its tried and true hybrid systems. There is a more powerful max hybrid powertrain, but it's not as efficient. Box. It's a very efficient shape. It's the reason why Amazon uses boxes and the reason why Hyundai uses the square shape for the Santa Fe. This is the hybrid. Hyundai and hybrid start with the letter H, and there must be at least 100 of those consonants in the design. For getting to the roof rack, this grab handle is located just over the back tire. Very clever. This is a 3-row machine packed with features, lots of cubbies, cup holders, dual phone chargers, and a surprising amount of physical controls for a modern vehicle. It all looks more expensive than the price might suggest. I found the driving dynamics to be especially refined. It doesn't hurt that the EPA average is 35 miles per gallon with all-wheel drive. At 5'9", I'm actually okay in the way back with belts for two, and there's a climate zone and power in the calligraphy trim that Hyundai brought. I get that some shoppers will find the square shape not to be hip, but the Santa Fe is an impressive package. Kia Sportage gets updated for 2026. There are 3 powertrains: ICE, plug-in hybrid, and the one that we're driving, the standard hybrid. The mid-cycle refresh keeps Sportage competitive in the toughest slot of the automotive biz, the compact SUV segment. It's up against CR-V and RAV4, among many others. This SX Prestige is the top trim level and the most popular at over 50% of sales, says Kia. It gives Sportage a premium feel inside. There's a decent amount of room for passengers. Despite the name, the driving experience is more comfort-oriented than athletic. And know that choosing all-wheel drive over front drive drops the fuel economy average significantly to 35 mpg. And there's this switchable control panel that's always in the wrong setting for me. But Sportage is definitely worth a look. All the cars have been driven, and the results are in.
In the best internal combustion engine category, the winner is the Toyota GR Corolla Premium Plus, with Mazda MX-5 Miata Club a close second. For best battery electric vehicle, NWAPA writers hand the trophy to the Hyundai IONIQ 9 Calligraphy. Runner-up is the Dodge Charger Daytona. The best hybrid award is handed to the Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid Calligraphy. Kia Sportage Hybrid SX Prestige takes second place in this category. Best value? That goes to the Volkswagen Tiguan SEL R-Line with Kia Sportage Hybrid in second place. And the winner of the NWAPA Drive Revolution Vehicle of the Year award goes to the Hyundai IONIQ 9 Calligraphy, with Lucid Air Pure as the runner-up.
Drive Revolution takes a lot of work to put on. Special thanks to our sponsors, IONIQ Casino and Resort, Drive Shop, and Page One that do the logistics and heavy lifting, the manufacturers that took the time and expense to bring their vehicles to Drive Revolution. Thanks for watching. Hey, a reminder that my car reviews are a lot different. Check those out. People seem to like them. Subscribe to the channel. I'm on all the major social media platforms. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'm really good about getting back to people. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.